Yo guys, it's Matt from Upsilon Mining coming back at you with another video. I just wanted to talk about um, basically about the concept of ROI and people essentially claiming, obviously, and let's not blame them, an absolute truth there that your ROI essentially is never. And this is quite true actually, and it's due in part due to the market conditions currently for the various values of the coin and all that. And I've talked about this in a couple different ways before, and I'll continue to talk about it. But we're looking at a huge market downturn right now. Yeah, of course, if you look at the term of a one-year outlook here, everything is down in the market. This is nothing new to anybody here, unless you've been living under a stone or a rock somewhere. We know that everything, including Ethereum, which is the main coin that most of you probably mine due to the profitability, or quote-unquote profitability, I should say, has actually tanked in value as well, in almost direct correlation with Bitcoin, as you can see. So Bitcoin right now is at 20,200, down from its all-time high of, what is it? Where was it? 67,000 or something crazy, 67,000. Third of its value has been decreased, therefore the third of your revenues are decreased, with the Ethereum difficulty as well, which is higher due to the difficulty bomb, which I'm going to add that will look like it will be diffused at the end of this month temporarily until the merge occurs. We're back up to 14.43, and we were down a little bit a couple days ago, down to 13.3p on difficulty. Looks like things are actually turning out pretty bad right now, pretty grim. So let's just take a look quickly here. We're looking at we're not going to calculate tax into this one. So this is 12.49 Canadian dollars for the Zotac 3080 Ti. I couldn't find it much cheaper on eBay, believe it or not, because everywhere I looked on eBay it was an American, and then the cheapest 3080 Ti on eBay was actually about $900 or something like that. So it would have been the same after exchange rates, import fees, taxes, shipping, and all that stuff. So this is basically the cheapest one I could find right now in a convenient way to get one. If you can go on that Facebook Marketplace to get one from your neighbor or someone that lives down the street for cheaper, then good. But we're just going to go by what's readily available and what can you get pretty easily. I'm going to check out Canada Computers because I do that as well. Oh, Canada Computers. And guys, it is another scorcher today. I'm going to do a video soon on how to not die, and melt in this complete heat when you're trying to mine. Like as if it wasn't bad enough that the market's tanking, Ethereum's going away with the merge, difficulty rising across the coins, GPU prices dropping, and now dealing with this heat. It's like the worst time. I swear this was kind of just aligned to be perfectly. Unless you live in Australia or something right now, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. In Australia, is it wintertime for you right now? Man, I'm so jealous. I should live in Australia half the year, and half the year here in North America, and just move all my mining rigs, so I never have to deal with summer again. I hate summer. I know a lot of people love the summer and they like going out camping and all that crap, but I hate the warm humidity. I hate the hot days. I hate sweating and feeling dirty. I hate mosquitoes. I hate bugs. Everything about it's just horrible. I'd rather shovel snow any day, especially since mining. Now the mining has just made me hate summer even more. So I'm just counting down. It just turned summer. I think when's summer? Today or something? First day of summer. When is that? First day of summer. Yesterday was the first day of summer, and I'm hating it already. I want it to end. Just end. So I think yesterday was the solstice, summer solstice, so the sun was at the highest point in the sky or something like that, right? So slowly now, day by day, it should theoretically start getting better. So let's look on Canada Computers. Let's look at a 3080 Ti. For 3080 Ti, we're looking right now at 1449. Yeah, we're not looking at much. I think 1449 is the cheapest there. These values are going to drop even more, but 1249 is the cheapest you can get right now off of Amazon. And what does a 3080 Ti get you? Let's check it out, guys. Let's just see. It's closer to 119 mega hash. Let's just give it the benefit of doubt here. at 330 watts. What's mine running at right now? Let's pull this out over here. This is my ergo rig. I'm trying to, actually one of my ergo rigs. One of my 6600 rigs have been acting up a lot and crashing, so I've been trying to switch it to some other algorithms because it's not working out very well in the garage right now. So, let me just get that one going and see what happens. Fire that one up. Let's look at a 3080 Ti. So one of my rigs here in the basement has a couple 3080 Ti's, and they're better than the 3090 Ti's because they generally use less energy and they produce a pretty good amount of hash rate on Ethereum as well. So with the 3080 Ti, let's check it out. We're looking at 3073. Okay, let's go different rig. HiveOS is so slow today. It's just so slow. It's just horrible. I'm not sure if it's my computer, probably both. Okay, 3080 Ti Zotac, that same one. It's so hot down there right now, so we're throttling around 113.5, 286, probably with 300 watts at the wall. So if we say 114 at 295, 114 at 300, let's try that. So right now, it's kind of hot to think right now. So we're just going to pick that number, and we're going to see what the profitability on this 3080 Ti is. And Conflux is there, but Ethereum is at 65 cents a day, Raven Coin's 42 cents a day, Ethereum Classic's at 39 cents a day, and that's down due to their halving and that they had a couple months ago. So the rewards were cut in half. Or was it a fifth inning? Sorry, a fifth inning. And Ergo is right down here at 30 cents a day. But Ethereum's at the top, but that's a big catch up because Ethereum's going away, so that's not going to be mineable anymore. So even if we chose best case scenario here, and let's say we were able to mine Ethereum and make 65 cents a day indefinitely. So 65 cents time. So we're going to go, okay, that would take $1,200 for the GPU. Divided by 0.65. We're looking at 1,846 days to break even. Now, that's, I don't know how many years is that? That's quite a bit of years. That's like, what, 5 or 6 years or something like that at these really bad rock bottom prices, and that's thinking that Ethereum is going to kind of be around at that certain level of profitability. So I'm kind of here to kind of give you kind of a positive note that, yeah, you're never going to ROI on this. But that's not a bad thing because that's not 100% true as well. I'm going to say that, yes, you can ROI on this, but it might take a while, and you might have to have some patience and think long-term of the market. So in terms of the rest of the coin, even if Ethereum goes away and you can't mine Ethereum anymore, there's going to be something which comes out that we'll have to mine instead, whether it be Ergo, whether it be Flux or something that will be, I think, at some point in the future, profitable GPUs as well. And you got to think long term as well. So you can't be thinking what things are like in the gutter, which is right here in the gutter, right? We got to be thinking, how can things get back to here and here? Like we're just in the thick of it right now, so we're really on the downturn of the market. I still think that this will recover, and I think we have a better chance of it recovering back to where it was and even higher than going to zero and just staying there permanently. Like the chances of that happening, I think, are so slim. So I think, guys, this is what I think. The investment you have in your GPUs is essentially an asset, right? So if you go and you sell it now, you not only are going to lose money on that because you probably paid more than what you're going to get because the values are dropping on the GPUs, but you're never going to ROI if you sell it now. But if you manage to mine on it and your electricity is high enough or low enough that you can afford to, then I would recommend that you continue to mine on it until you can reach a point where you can break even at some point in the future. Whether that means getting higher yields now and waiting for that value to go up and then cashing out then, or just finding a different coin to mine. So basically when it comes down to it, yes, there's a good chance that you're not going to ROI in 6 months. That's bullshit at this point, complete BS. But you could ROI in say 3 years, and you could ROI here's the funny thing about this: if you're stacking coins and you're collecting these coins, you're hodling them, and you're mining them, and you can afford the electricity, and doesn't make more sense to just buy the coin with the electricity money and continue to collect the coins, and then all of a sudden, basically within a 6-month period, at some point in the future, whether what coin it was, if you mine the right coin, you will ROI, and it'll happen fast. Like, it'll basically be like this, right? Between like, look at this, between like March of 2020 and January 2021, it like completely skyrocketed. So it's going to happen fast. So you got to make sure you're on the markets, you're on the ball. Keep an eye on the market, and if you have a lot of coin, and a certain type of coin, you look for those values. Wait till they go up. Have the calculations in your head, and write it down. Actually, find out what you would need to ROI on that card, and then you basically sell if you want to ROI, or you can wait till longer to pay to get more return on it, right? So my investment strategy is long term, and these cards are long term assets that are still money printing machines. If you think about it, you turn them on, and they mine and they generate coin, and you get that coin, and your responsibility at that point is how you want to perceive that coin. If you're cashing out now, that's very, very foolish, and I understand if you need to shut your rigs off to pay the power. But if you can pay the power and it's not a problem, and you want to stack coins, you want to get high yields when the network hash rates drop, and the difficulties drop across different coins, and you want to make more coin and your electricity still makes sense, I say go for it. For me personally, once the electricity starts going higher than what I'm getting back, say in mined Ethereum or mined Flux or whatever, my plan is to take that money and put that in my personal portfolio and start buying coins, which I think are good. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, I even bought some Dogecoin, and buying these coins instead of just basically saving the money, right? Because you're going to save the money, you're going to lose the money to inflation anyway. So I think of it as a savings vessel as well. So either way, you got to think in terms of you are moving ahead. Let's say 1 month goes by and you didn't mine anything because everything's shut off, right? But then say you took a $500 that you normally would put on the electricity bill. You put that, now you invest that in like Bitcoin or Ethereum or even stocks. If that's what your flavor, you invest in some stocks. You're still ahead, guys. If you're still ahead, as long as you're making smart investment decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you to buy this GPU or buy that sort of stock or buy this sort of coin or whatever. But I will say that if you do things intelligently, you can change your perception of how things are, and you realize things aren't that bad because this is an opportunity, right? I really think this is an opportunity. I will say this again. I think the chances of it going back up to 67,000 or 70,000 or even 100,000 is way monumentally higher than zero and staying that way forever. What's the chances of it going to zero and staying that way forever? Even if it drops to $10 and it stays that way for 5 and 10 years, and then it just moons after 10 years, you're ahead. This is why I'm trying to tell everyone, think long term, think long term, think long term. You should be thinking 10, 15 years out. I'm thinking 20 years out, guys. Like, I'm thinking like when I hit 60, 65, like I'll be able to cash out millions, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking 5 years. I'm not thinking 2 years. I'm thinking 20 years, and so should you. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to talk too much more on this topic, and I just want to kind of say this is my mentality around it. And all this equipment that I invested in, all the GPUs, are investments. Okay, they're investments. There's no way in hell that I thought that I was going to make the money back within a month or 6 months or even a year now at this point, and that's perfectly fine with me, right? Because I'll enjoy the tax deductions as well that I get through my business, because this is a valid business operation as a Bitcoin mining operation through my corporation. So I'm going to enjoy the business deductions, user deductions, and then carry those losses forward into the future, right? There's going to be a benefit at some point for doing this, guys. So I think you just need to remain confident and just remember, yeah, you're not going to ROI anytime soon. Probably not. But that doesn't mean you're not going to ROI. And that really heavily depends upon your personality and the way you handle this situation. Okay? Because no one's going to feel sorry for you. If you sell all your GPUs, sell all your coins now in the gutter, you lose $20,000, and then it picks back up in the next 3 years, and then you go around trashing Bitcoin saying, oh, I lost all this money. I'm like, when you just weren't patient enough to wait around for it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. If you like this video, if you like the thoughts that I kind of came up with this video, please comment below. Let me hear your perceptions. Let me hear your comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.